An exercise problem. Show that the relation R defined in the set A of all triangles as defined as the relation R is equal to set of order pairs T1 comma T2, triangles T1 and T2 such that T1 is similar to T2 is an equivalence relation. So 2020, this year 2020, 3-mark question. Continuation. Consider three right angle triangles T1 with sides 3, 4 and 5, T2 with the sides 5, 12 and 13 and T3 with the sides 6, 8 and 10. Which triangles among T1, T2, T3 are related? Solution. Given R is equal to T1 comma T2, where T1 is similar to T2, this is how they have defined a relation. Let us check reflexive relation. As we know, every triangle is similar to itself. T1 comma T1 belongs to the relation. So therefore, R is reflexive relation. Next, symmetric relation. If T1 comma T2 belongs to the relation, T1 is similar to T2. T1 is similar to T2 is same as T2 is similar to T1. So that means if T1 comma T2 belongs to relation, implies T2 comma T1 belongs to relation. So therefore, R is a symmetric relation. Next, transitive relation. If T1 comma T2 belongs to relation and T2 comma T3 belongs to relation, this means that T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is similar to T3. This implies T1 is similar to T3. So that means if T1 T2 belongs to R and T2 T3 belongs to R, implies T1 comma T3 belongs to the relation. So therefore, R is transitive also. It is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Hence, R is an equivalence relation. Hence, R is an equivalence relation. Clearly, T1 is similar to T3 because T1 with the sides 3, 4, 5 and T3 with the sides 6, 8, 10. So, 3 divided by 6, 4 divided by 8, 5 divided by 10. They are proportional. That's why T1 and T3 are related. Whereas T1 and T2 not related. Ratio is not same. T2 and T3 are also not related. Next, question number 14, worked example. Let T be the set of all triangles in a plane with a relation R in T, set of triangles T, given by R is equal to set of order pairs T1 comma T2 such that T1 is congruent to T2. Show that R is an equivalence relation. This is an important question. Please go through this carefully. Given R is equal to T1 comma T2, T1 is congruent to T2. This is how they have defined a relation. Let us check reflexive relation. As we know, every triangle is congruent to itself. That means T1 comma T1 belongs to relation for all T1 belongs to T. Therefore, R is a reflexive relation. Let us verify symmetric relation. If T1 comma T2 belongs to relation, implies T1 is congruent to T2. T1 congruent to T2 is same as T2 congruent to T1. This implies T2 comma T1 belongs to relation. So therefore, R is a symmetric relation. Let us verify transitive relation. If T1 comma T2 belongs to R and T2 comma T3 belongs to R, implies T1 is congruent to T2 and T2 is congruent to T3. This implies T1 is congruent to T3. So that means if T1 T2 belongs to R and T2 T3 belongs to R, implies T1 comma T3 belongs to R. That means it is a transitive relation. Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it becomes an equivalence relation. Before going to the next problem, let us take set of lines parallel to a plane. Say these are the set of lines A, B, C, D. This is a plane, set of lines parallel to the plane. See the line A, the line B, the line C and D. See this, A and B and B are parallel. See this, A and B are parallel. Now also it is parallel. Now this is also parallel. In fact, strictly speaking, that coincident lines. Okay, so A is parallel to itself, you can say. A is parallel to itself. A parallel to B means B is also parallel to A. That means symmetric. Transitive relation, for transitive relation, take three lines A, B, C. A parallel to B and B parallel to C. In fact, A and C are also parallel. That means a transitive relation also. So set of lines in a plane forms an equivalence relation. Set of parallel lines. Similarly, let us take the set of perpendicular lines. AB, one of the line, a line perpendicular to that, CD, one more line which is perpendicular to that, DE, let us say, or else EF, let us say, EF. Okay. And so on, a line again perpendicular to that. See the line AB and CD. AB is perpendicular to CD. CD is perpendicular to AB is also right. That means set of perpendicular line is symmetric. A is perpendicular to itself is not at all possible. It's nonsense. It's meaningless. A cannot be perpendicular to itself. Whereas A is parallel to itself, that is possible. A is parallel to itself. Okay, so A cannot be perpendicular to itself. Now AB perpendicular to CD, CD perpendicular to EF. Whereas AB and EF are not perpendicular. In fact, they are parallel. So that means set of perpendicular lines is only symmetric but neither parallel. That means neither reflexive nor symmetric. ಅಣ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನು. ಇದು let us take set of parallel lines in a plane. Set of parallel lines in a plane. See the lines A, B, C, D. They are parallel to each other. The line A and the line B are parallel. I just move like this. Now also it is parallel. Again they are parallel. In fact, the coincident lines coincide ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಕೂಡ parallel ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ನಾವು. So that means the line A is parallel to itself. That means it is reflexive. To check symmetric relation, A parallel to B means B is parallel to A also. So symmetric is also right. Transitive, to check transitive, A parallel to B, B parallel to C, so that A is also parallel to C. So set of parallel lines in a plane forms reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Hence it is an equivalence relation. Whereas a set of perpendicular lines, see the line AB perpendicular to CD. AB perpendicular to CD means CD perpendicular to AB also. That means it is a symmetric relation. To check a transitive relation, AB perpendicular to CD, CD perpendicular to EF, and so on. See that AB perpendicular to CD, CD perpendicular to EF, but AB is not perpendicular to EF. In fact, they are parallel. That's why set of perpendicular lines is only symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive, because A cannot be perpendicular to itself. Okay. So let us take the problem now. 15th one, worked example. Let L be the set of all lines in a plane and R be a relation defined like this. R is equal to L1 comma L2 such that L1 is perpendicular to L2. Show that the relation R is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive we are supposed to show. Okay, solution. Given relation is this, L1 is perpendicular to L2. Reflexive relation. Clearly, a line L1 cannot be perpendicular to itself. That means L1 comma L2 does not belong to the relation. So therefore, R is not a reflexive relation. R is not a reflexive relation. Check the symmetric relation. So if L1 comma L2 belongs to relation means L1 is perpendicular to L2. L1 perpendicular to L2 means L2 perpendicular to L1 also. AB perpendicular to CD means CD perpendicular to AB also. So that means L2 comma L1 belongs to R. That means R is a symmetric relation. Transitive relation. If L1 comma L2 belongs to R and L2 comma L3 belongs to R, L1 is perpendicular to L2 and L2 is perpendicular to L3. But L1 and L3 are not perpendicular. In fact, they are parallel. That means L1 comma L3 does not belongs to R. Okay. So therefore, R is not transitive relation. Hence, set of perpendicular lines is only symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. Next, question number 16, exercise problem. Let L be the set of all lines in XY plane and R be a relation defined on a set of lines L defined as R is equal to L1 comma L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2. Show that R is an equivalence relation. Also, find the set of all lines related to the line y is equal to 2x plus 4. 2x plus 4. Given R is equal to L1 comma L2, where L1 is parallel to L2, is a relation on the set of all lines on a XY plane. Let us verify reflexive relation. For all L1 belongs to the set of lines L, L1 is parallel to itself. L1 is parallel to itself. So that means L1 comma L1 belongs to the relation. Therefore, R is a reflexive relation. Symmetric relation. If L1 comma L2 belongs to relation, implies L1 is parallel to L2. L1 parallel to L2 means L2 is also parallel to L1. So that means if L1 comma L2 belongs to R, then L2 comma L1 also belongs to R. Therefore, R is a symmetric relation. Transitive relation. If L1 comma L2 belongs to R and L2 comma L3 belongs to R, implies L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 is parallel to L3. So this implies L1 is parallel to L3. So L1 comma L3 belongs to relation. Therefore, R is a transitive relation. Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it forms an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Now, set of all lines related to y equals 2x plus 4 should be y is equal to 2x plus k, where k is a real number. Where k is a real number. See, this is an xy plane. XY plane. See, y is equal to mx plus c. M is the slope and c is the y-intercept. So this is the y-intercept c. So these set of lines can be either this or this or this, like that. So in general, y is equal to 2x plus c or k you can take. K is a real number. Okay, slope intercept form of a straight line, y is equal to 2x plus k. Next, question number 17, a worked example. Show that the relation R in the set A equals 1, 2, 3 given by R is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2 and 2, 3 is reflexive but neither symmetric nor transitive we are supposed to show. Annual 14 and supplementary 18 is appeared twice. See, this is the given relation and the set A is 1, 2, 3. If it is to be reflexive for all the elements of the set A comma A belongs to R. So that means if it is to be reflexive, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 should be there. It is there. That means it is a reflexive relation. If it is to be symmetric for all A comma B belongs to relation, then B comma A belongs to relation. If A comma B belongs to relation, see this, 1, 2 belongs to relation, but 2, 1 not in this relation. 2, 1 does not belong to relation. Therefore, R is not symmetric relation. Also, if it is to be transitive, 1, 2 belongs to R, 2, 3 belongs to R, right? So then 1, 3 does not belongs to R. So therefore, R is not a transitive relation. Next, question number 18, an exercise problem. Show that the relation R defined in the set A of all polygons defined like this. R is equal to set of polygons P1 and P2 such that P1 and P2 have the same number of sides is an equivalence relation. Full stop. What are the set of all elements in A related to a right angled triangle T with the sides 3, 4 and 5? Given R is equal to P1, P2, where P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. So let us check reflexive relation. Since P1 and P2 have same number of sides, P1 and P1, P1 and P1, P1, P1 belongs to the same, belongs to the relation. That means R is a reflexive relation, symmetric relation. If P1, P2 belongs to relation, implies P1 and P2 have same number of sides. P1 and P2 have same number of sides means P2 and P1 also have same number of sides. That means P2, P1 belongs to relation. So therefore, R is a symmetric relation. Next, transitive relation. If P1, P2 belongs to relation and P2, P3 belongs to relation, means P1 and P2 have same number of sides and P2 and P3 have same number of sides. So that P1 and P3 have same number of sides only. So that means if P1, P2 belongs to R and P2, P3 belongs to R, implies P1, P3 belongs to the relation. That means R is a transitive relation. Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it becomes an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Also, set of all the elements in A, set of polygons, is related to a right angle triangle is nothing but a triangle only. 3, 4, 5 is a right angled triangle. So, it should be a triangle. Yes. Next question, 19th one, worked example. Show that the relation R in the set Z of integers given by R is equal to the set of order pair A comma B such that 2 divides A minus B is an equivalence relation. This is appeared in the year supplementary 2014 in 3 mark section. Given R is equal to the set of order pair A comma B such that 2 divides A minus B is a relation on the set of integers Z. Let us check reflexive relation. Clearly A minus A is 0. We know that 2 divides 0 by the definition of divisibility. So 2 divides 0 means A comma A belongs to the relation for all the elements of A belongs to Z. Therefore R is a reflexive relation. Next, symmetric relation. If A comma B belongs to R implies 2 divides A minus B. 2 divides 4 means 2 divides minus 4 also. So 2 divides minus of A minus B. Remove the bracket. That is 2 divides B minus A. So that B comma A belongs to R provided A comma B belongs to the relation. Therefore R is symmetric relation. Next, transitive relation. If A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, this means 2 divides A minus B and 2 divides B minus C. See, 2 divides 4 and 2 divides 8 means 2 divides 4 plus 8 which is 12. So 2 divides 12 also. So that means 2 divides A minus B plus B minus C. So plus B minus B gets cancelled. So 2 divides A minus C. This implies A comma C belongs to relation. Therefore R is a transitive relation. Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it forms an equivalence relation. Question number 20, an exercise question. Let R be the relation in the set of natural numbers n given by R is equal to A comma B such that A is equal to B minus 2 where B greater than 6. Choose the correct answer. 2 comma 4 belongs to relation, 3 comma 8 belongs to relation, 6 comma 8 belongs to relation and 8 comma 7 belongs to relation. See, B greater than 6 they have given, A equals B minus 2 can be written as B equals A plus 2. B greater than 6 means you can't take 6, 7 if I select, A is equal to 7 minus 2 which is 5. So A comma B, 5 comma 7 does not belong to relation. When B is equal to 8, A equals 8 minus 6 which is 6. That means 6 comma 8 belongs to relation. Therefore, so option C. Then 21. Let R be a relation in the set 1, 2, 3, 4 given by the relation R is equal to 1 comma 2, 2 comma 2, 1 comma 1, 4 comma 4, 1 comma 3, 3 comma 3, 3 comma 2. We need to choose the options. R is reflexive and symmetric but not transitive, reflexive and transitive but not symmetric, symmetric and transitive but not reflexive, and R is an equivalence relation. See, the set is 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is to be an equivalence, if it is to be an equivalence relation, it should satisfy reflexive, symmetric and transitive. For reflexive, for all the elements of the set A comma A belongs to relation 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4. So that means it is a reflexive relation. Now 1 comma 2 belongs to relation but 2 comma 1 does not belong to relation. A comma B belongs to relation but B comma A does not belongs to the relation means it is not symmetric, not symmetric, not symmetric. So here is the option B. It is reflexive but not symmetric. Clearly it is transitive. Let me verify. Along with 1 comma 2, 2 comma 2 we can select. We are left with 1 comma 2. It is there. Along with 1 comma 2 you can't take any of these. So 1 comma 2 got over. Then 2 comma 2. With 2 comma 2 you can't take 1 comma 2. Not this, not this, not this, none of this. So that means 2 comma 2 satisfies. Along with 1 comma 1, select 1 comma 2. We are left with A comma C, 1 comma 2, it is here. With 1 comma 1, you can't take this, not this. We can take 1 comma 3. 1 1 1 3 means 1 comma 3, it is there. So with 1 1, you can't take this and this. So this got over. Then along with 4 comma 4, we can't take any of these order pair. Second order pair does not exist. So it is transitive for 4 comma 4. 1 comma 3, with 1 comma 3, you can't take these, but we can take 3 comma 3. If I select 3 comma 3 with 1 3, we are left with 1 comma 3. It is there. Then along with 1 comma 3, 3 comma 2, if I select 1 comma 2, it is there. So for all the order pair, it is true, transitive. Along with 3 3, you can't take these elements, but we can take 3 comma 2. So we are left with 3 comma 2, it is there. So 3 comma 3 got over. Then with 3 comma 2, we can't take this, we can take 2 comma 2. So 3 comma 2, 2 comma 2 means 3 comma 2, it is there only. You can't take 1 1, 4 4, 1 3, 3 3. So this also got over. That means it is transitive. It is transitive but not symmetric. Reflexive and transitive but not symmetric, which is an option B. The next question, 22, miscellaneous worked. If R1 and R2 are equivalence relation in a set A, show that intersection of R1 and R2. R1 intersection R2 is an equivalence relation. Since R1 is an equivalence relation, it has to satisfy reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Agree? Even R2 also. So this is the equivalence relation R1 and R2. Let us check reflexive relation. For all an element A belongs to the set A comma A belongs to R1. Since R1 is reflexive, A comma A belongs to R2 also. Since R2 is reflexive, this implies A comma A belongs to R1 and R2 means intersection. So A comma A belongs to R1 intersection R2. So that means R1 intersection R2 is a reflexive relation. Next, symmetric relation. If A comma B belongs to R1 intersection R2, this means that A comma B belongs to R1 and A comma B belongs to R2 also, and intersection. Since R1 is an equivalence relation, it satisfies symmetric. A comma B belongs to R1 means B comma A belongs to R1, and A comma B belongs to R2 means B comma A belongs to R2. This means that B comma A belongs to R1 intersection R2, provided A comma B belongs to R1 intersection R2. So therefore, R1 intersection R2 is a symmetric relation. Let us check a transitive relation. If A comma B belongs to R1 and B comma C belongs to R1, implies A comma C belongs to R1. Since R1 is a transitive, equivalence relation, If A comma B belongs to R2 and B comma C belongs to R2, implies A comma C belongs to R2. Since R2 is also transitive, as it is an equivalence relation. So A comma C belongs to R1 and R2 also. This means A comma C belongs to R1 intersection R2. Therefore, R1 intersection R2 is a transitive relation. Hence, R1 intersection R2 is an equivalence relation as it satisfies reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Next question, 23. Again a miscellaneous worked problem. Let R be a relation on set A of order pairs of positive integer. Set A of ordered pairs of a positive integers defined by x comma y related to u comma v. X comma y related to u comma v. If and only if biconditional extremes x into v means y into v. X comma y related to u comma v implies and implied by x into v extremes means y into v. Show that R is an equivalence relation. Solution. Given x comma y related to u comma v means extremes x into v means y into u. This is how they have defined the relation, provided these order pairs belongs to the relation. Let us check reflexive relation. If x comma y belongs to the set A order pair, set of order pairs implies A related to A, x comma y related to x comma y. Again, extremes x into y means y into x. So xy and yx are one and the same. So therefore, R is a reflexive relation. Next, symmetric relation. If x comma y related to u comma v, by definition, extremes x into v is equal to y into u. I just write like this. That means u into v is equal to x into v. Nothing but y into u can be written as u into y is equal to vx. This can be written as, say this, extremes u into y means v into x. So this and this are one and the same. So that means if x comma y related to u comma v implies u comma v related to x comma y. That's why R is a symmetric relation. Next, let us check transitivity. If x comma y related to u comma v and u comma v related to a comma b, this implies x into v means y into u and u into b is equal to means v into u. So x into v is equal to y into v. Call it as 1. I just write like this. Both are one and the same. V into u is equal to u into b. Say some 2. I just divide equation 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. We get xv divided by va is equal to y into u divided by u into b. Here v gets cancelled, u gets cancelled. X by a is equal to y by b. Cross multiply. So that is x into b is equal to y into a. It is nothing but x comma y related to a comma b. Check it. Extremes x into b means y into a. So that means a comma b belongs to R, b comma c belongs to R, a comma c, x comma y related to a comma b. So it is transitive relation. Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it forms an equivalence relation. Yes. The last question under relations, 24th one, miscellaneous worked problem. Show that the number of equivalence relations in the set containing 1, 2, 3 is containing 1, 2 and 2, 1 is 2. Solution. The given set A equals 1, 2, 3. To be an equivalence relation for symmetric 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 must be there if it is to be reflexive. So containing 1, 2 and 2, 1, I need to add these two. That's it. So this is the smallest equivalence relation containing those two elements. Relation is subset of A cross B. Since A equals 1, 2, 3, A cross A means 3 into 3. There are 9 order pairs. Here we have 5 order pairs. We are left with 4 more order pairs. We are left with 4 more order pairs, namely 2, 3, 3, 2 and 3, 1 and 1, 3. Suppose if I select 2, 3 to the relation R1, let us say, then if it is to be symmetric, 3, 2 must be there. Agree? 3, 2 must be there. So we need to add 3, 2 also. Now for transitivity, since the relation R1 contains 1, 2 and 2, 3, 1, 3 must be there. 1, 2 and 2, 3 means 1, 3 must be there for transitivity. So we are forced to add 1, 3 and 3, 1. Thus, the only equivalence relation bigger than R is the universal relation. So that means we have included all the 9 elements, 5 plus 4. That's why it is a universal relation. This shows that this is one of the relation and the universal relation is another relation. Number of equivalence relation containing 1, 2 and 2, 1 is